Alright, what is up you guys? It's Dokkan here with yet again another Spirit Detective slash Soul Dossier video. Now, today we will be making a tier list video. This is actually my third attempt at recording this video because my first attempt was way too long, it was 40 minutes. My second attempt, my mic kept fucking cutting out because it kept peaking, so I switched my mic, so it does sound a little bit worse, but at least it won't peak, so. Anyways, let's just go right into it. Succubi, number 1, not much to say. Her one ability, super good map pressure. That's just basically what makes her really, really strong. Her ult as well has the chain ability. Very, very good. A very good early game when no one has much items. So pretty good early game tool. Her 3 ability as well, very good. It slows you and it sweeps. It slows and it's a sweep ability. It slows you, it takes away a body part, and it damages you. The fact that it damages, slows, and takes away body parts is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie, but. Obviously, what makes her the strongest though is her her map pressure ability. You go around the map pretty quickly. But anyways, that's it for Succubi. Not much to say there. It's just kind of a proven fact that that Succubi is number 1. But anyways, next up, Imitator. His ult really good. The slow and disable you from using an item, super good. Combine it with your 1 because your 1 you get movement speed when you go out of disguise. So the movement speed plus the slow is pretty good combo. His 1 also is really good as whatchamacallit. It allows him to go through Dossier, so keep that in mind as well. His 2 is also, oh, I'll talk about his 2 last. But his 3, his leap, okay, it's alright. Not much to say there. His 2 though is what makes him really, really the strongest, obviously. His 2, the map pressure, he can go from one side of the map to the other really, really quickly. Well, I'm saying really, really and obviously a lot, but his 2, super good. Very good map pressure tool. There's not much really else to say there. He could take control of the entire game pretty quickly with his 2. It's also a really good chasing ability because he could turn really quickly if you're good at him. But yeah, overall, Imitator, his ult, pretty good with the slow. His 1, you go through door seals and get the move speed. And his 2, super good map pressure and really good chasing tool. Moving forward, let's talk about Devil. Devil is also really good. Her ult, super good. I have a really small vocabulary of words here, but her ult is basically a mind game tool. You basically become invisible, but survivors can still hear your footsteps, so that's where the mind games comes in and where the concentration comes in. When you're going against Devil, you have to listen and you have to pay attention. When doors are being opened, while you're in the shadow realm, chances are she was probably the one that opened that door. So again, her ult not useless, very good. It's just a mind game tool. Her 1, the hat ability, if you land it, it's just like free 2 minutes of vision, so not that bad. Her 3 ability, it's just a double hit. Alright, it's just a double hit tool. You attack once, 3, you can attack again instantly. So it's also an anti master tool because she does become unstoppable when she goes into her 3. She can still get stunned by door seals though, so keep that in mind. But what makes Devil the strongest is her 2. Her 2, the teleport. If you're on the GKD office studio map, then her 2 ability may single-handedly be the best ability. Or I mean, no, hold on. If you're on the GKD office studio map, then she could be the best killer in the game, just because there's so many doors near each other. And there's so many doors like near every array and like near every room that she just has so much areas positioned to teleport to. So yeah, good map pressure. Pretty much it for Devil. Not as good as I mean, it could be better than Imitator, but Imitator, his chasing abilities is better in my opinion. Moving forward, Spectre and Spider. Spectre and Spider are really close to each other. You could make an argument that Spider is better. You could make an argument that Spectre is better. I will agree. You could even make you could even say Devil is within these 3 being interchangeable. But Spectre, her ulted 1, super good early game tool. Her ult allows her to, or her ult disables you from running, disables you from using an item, disables you from ulting, just disables you from doing fucking everything. Just makes you disabled. So her ult is really good. Not much else to say there. Her 1 is also really good in the early game. Her ultimate 1 is just really good early game because many survivors don't have items. I will say if your survivor does have a dash or a jump or a leap or anything like that, you can be fine against Spectre unless she ults you, then maybe you're fucked. But Overall, Spectre, pretty good early game. Her 3, the blink, not much to say there. It's just a blink. Pretty good chasing ability tool. Now, what makes her obviously the strongest is her 2 ability, the teleport, the blood pool teleport. She just has a lot of map pressure with her blood pool teleport. Not much else to really say there. Yeah, not much else to say there. She just has good map pressure. So, moving on. Spider. First off, let me talk about her clone ability. You guys already know how much I hate her clone ability, so fuck you and your clones. But the main reason why I hate it is just because you're not always gonna have a fragment to get rid of the clone, so it just buys a lot of time for her. And also, even if you do get the fragment that you need to get rid of the clone, you don't get that fragment back. So that's one repair you lose. So keep that in mind. But her ultimate, pretty good. Slows you down, disables you from ulting, and I think it also disables you from using an item as well. So yeah, but it's not that impressive early game. Spider is lacking a lot in the early game because she kind of has to rely on her cobweb, which is her 1 and her ult. But I mean, her ult doesn't have a humongous. I mean, it does have somewhat of a big range. It does go through walls, but survivors are not gonna always be near you. So her cobweb ability, her 1, it's just a good zoning tool. Put it near doors, or if a survivor is running towards a door, just cobweb that door up, and then maybe they'll be discouraged from going through that door. Her 2, the cocoon, it's alright. It's just cocoon. Play for late game. She does get movement speed, but most Chinese player base knows to get rid of the cocoons ASAP, so it's alright. Her 3 abilities, well, obviously what makes her in the very good tier, though, because it's her web swinging ability. She could web swing many times depending on how many cobwebs she has, and if she does web you up, or if she attaches her web towards you or to you, then she can swing to you many times as well. So overall, it's just a good map pressure ability. Again, all 5 of these killers have one thing in common, it's that they have good map pressure. You, her 1, her fly, you, his crawl, you, her teleport, and you, her swing. They all have good map pressure, and personally, in my opinion, map pressure is the most important thing in this game. Even though they may lack some immobilities, like, except you, this dickhead right here, it still has immobilities, but, I mean, even though they may lack the immobilities, except you two, I guess, and kind of you, but they, the map pressure is what makes them up here. So, anyways, moving on, Yang, number 2, or, I mean, in the good tier, simply because his stamina is 1 and his 2. I'm gonna just talk about what makes him strong. I guess I'll start with his 3. His juggle ability is basically 1-shot guaranteed knockdown, but it's not what makes him the broken, though. Even though it is broken. I don't think he should have a 1-tap that easily, but it is strong. But what makes Yang really, really strong is his 1 ability, his 2 ability, and his stamina. Both his spear throw and his knockup, it takes away 1 body part from the survivor. So if you land both of them, you take 2 away. So combine that with his stamina, and you just stay on the survivor. Keep spamming your 1 and 2. Keeping up with them with your stamina and the ability to run. And after 7 hits, after 7 hits of your 1 and 2, the survivor will be moried. And then it's just no matter what element they are, they will be moried after 7 hits. So again, it's just a cordy strat. That's what I call it. It just bypasses the elemental mori system and focuses more on the body part mori system. But it's like after like it's really good early game because not a lot of people have items. So yeah, after like a minute and a half, he should have a person moried. So again, the counter though is to just array rush. But okay, it's very cheat. It's fucking very cordy, very cheats. But that's pretty much it for Yang. He does lack map pressure though. I mean, he does have his ult, I guess, to kick people off arrays. But it also consumes stamina, by the way, which is not that bad. But yeah, you can kick people off arrays with his ult. And his running ability is also pretty good for map pressure. But depending on the map, you're not always going to go from one side of the map to the other. Like these 5 killers, if you're on the other side of the map, except maybe you, then they could get to you. It also depends on the map as well. Indoor map. If it's an indoor map, then you, maybe it might be a little bit harder for them to go from one side of the map to the other. But again, they all have good map pressure. Yours is okay. Mermaid. First off, Mermaid doesn't have a lot of map pressure, but what makes her strong is her 1 ability. I'll just talk about it right now. Her 1 ability, the fact that you could place it behind doors is very, very strong. because you can't get rid of the door, or you can't get rid of the bubble because it's behind the door, because the game will always prioritize the door. So, yeah, that's just what makes her strong, because if you're on the GKD Office Studio map, sometimes arrays spawn in one door entrances or one room entrances where there's only one door that leads into it and there's no other exit. So you repair an array, Mermaid comes, she places a bubble at the door, alright, you're fucked, you can't get out. Pretty much it. So moving forward, let's talk about... I mean, I guess we could talk about her other abilities as well. Her ult, not that bad. Her vortex sucks you in, but you can get out of that pretty easily. Her 3 is alright, it's mid. Her 2 is alright too. You can dodge it though, it's not that impossible to dodge. There's some scenarios where it is impossible, but there's not. I mean, it's like near turns, she could place a door, or she could place a bubbles near turns, and if you turn in the direction where she expects you to, you will probably get hit. But overall, what makes her strong is her 1. What even puts her on the radar is her 1 ability. The fact that you could put it behind doors and also put it at doors where there's only one room entrances is very good. If she didn't have that, then she would not be that impressive, because she doesn't have map pressure at all, in my opinion. But anyways, moving forward, let's go with Demon. Demon is not that bad. Demon all relies on if you have energy or not. He's probably the most energy hungry. Maybe Warlord as well. Both Demon and Warlord are like the most energy hungry killers. They need energy to like do stuff, because Demon needs energy to get a speed boost, and his speed boost is his main map pressure ability. If he doesn't have a speed boost, then, well, basically no map pressure at all. He does have his ult, which could kick people off a raise at early game, but and late game too, I guess. But it's during chase, his ult, you can dodge it. There is a technique that Chinese players are doing, which is going into your shift form, your smoke form, jump, and right before you hit the ground, use your ult to slightly raise the fire gates up a little bit. But again, there's still a lot of things that you can do to bypass that. You can run different directions. You can run towards him. There's a lot of things you could do. His 2 ability, the lightning bolts, it's alright. Actually, it's pretty good. You could, if you land it, it discourages the survivor from using an item. And if they do, then they'll be under the effect of, I don't know, some random effect, like, I don't know, maybe slow or paralysis or damage over time. So yeah, but what makes him down here though is that if you don't land his 1, he's kind of fucked, because, well, if you don't land his 1, you don't get energy. His 1 is a fireball ability, by the way. Like every couple of them that you land, you get a set amount of energy from them. So it might be every fireball you land actually, but I don't remember. But that's pretty much it for Demon, I guess. If you don't land his 1 and you don't get a lot of energy, he's basically not even a killer at all. He's fucking terribly useless. But if you're really good at landing his 1, you could maybe put him like over here, I guess. Maybe even up like in front of Spider or something. But in my opinion, Demon's alright. There's a lot of counterplay to Demon that you could do. And alright, Warlord. Now Warlord, in my opinion, is like, before I thought Warlord could have been up here, but I think Warlord is below Demon, because there's a lot of things that Warlord does that you can counter. All you have to do against Warlord is just maintain distance. If you have a lot of distance from him, he struggles a lot, because his ult, you can dodge those. The timing is hard at first, but once you get the timing down for his ground rings, you can dodge it. It's not that bad. His 1 ability, you could dodge that. It's just a charge. I mean, maybe it might be a little hard to dodge after he sucks you in with his 2, but overall, it's alright, I guess. His 2 ability, it's alright, I guess, as well. It just sucks you in. And his 3 ability, it's alright, I guess. It's just a zoning tool. But both his 2 and 3 can go through walls, so you could kick people off a raise. But I don't know. Warlord kind of depends on the map you play. If you play the GKD Office Studio map, then Warlord can be good. Probably, no. Actually, no. Not better than Mermaid, because Mermaid is really good in the Office Studio map. If you're playing on the GKD Office Studio map, he's probably better than Demon, but anywhere else, he's alright. Just again, a lot of stuff that he does, you can counter it. Just make the correct decision. Just don't run towards doors or holes where you could crouch through, because he'll just place his 3 ability, his wall there, and then you'll be zoned. So choose wisely where you want to run, and if you choose correctly, then you'll be fine. Just again, there's a lot of stuff you can do to counter Warlord. Anyways, you guys see the tier list, the name. Zombie's the last one. Zombie struggles a lot. He just lacks a lot of stuff. His ultimate, you can get out of it pretty easily. I mean, if he's right next to you, then you'll get hit, but you can still get out of it. He does have the poison thing, which he can use to yeah, he does have the poison. Like, each hit he gets on you, it poisons you, and it does stack up, but if someone heals you, then they can't get rid of the poison. Although, if they lose their heart, then they'll just be poisoned until they fix an array, which I guess that is one good thing about Zombie. The poison is pretty good. But, the minor speed boost and the ability to see footprints, I believe, it's alright. It makes it pretty good against Crow and anyone who goes invisible, but the speed boost that you get is it's mediocre. It's all right, I guess. It's not bad. It's all right. His 2, the baby zombies, it's all right as well. It's not really that impressive until you max it to level 3, where survivors can actually crouch, and then if they crouch, then the baby zombies can't see it. But the baby zombies will see crouched people when you max it to level 3. So, anyways, the thing that makes Zombie, like, the best tool that Zombie has is his 3, in my opinion. His 3, the fly ability, first off, if you hit somebody, it does take a body part away, but that's if you hit them. Personally, for me, I found that door looping Zombie when he's flying is super easy because his turn radius when he opens the door is like fucking terrible or something. But door looping Zombie's best ability for me is very easy, and that's why I put him down here. Like, every killer in the game I go against, I expect to lose. Even you, I expect to lose. But when I go against Zombie, I actually expect to win, honestly, in my opinion. Anyways, NEI, not enough information. Dracula, no need to explain myself. Dracula can only be obtained right now through if you get to level 100 on the Battle Pass, which not a lot of people have, even on the Chinese version. So, yeah, not much to say about Dracula. It's just, I haven't gone against him enough. But I will say, I have gone against him like 3 times, and during those 3 games, I kind of want to put him like right here? Right here-ish? Probably right here-ish, but I don't know. Not enough information. NEI, not enough information. Anyway, Spoon, last one. Spoon is very complicated. You're either good or completely dog shit terrible at Spoon. There's no in-between. Like, every killer in the game, you could be like somewhat good at them, but Spoon, you're either good or bad. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna put Spoon like somewhere right over here-ish, because, okay, can you land his 3? If you land his 3, probably, honestly, if you land his 3, he could be up here. But if you don't, actually, hold on. Why no nerf yet? Oh, okay. Probably over here. If you land his 3 a lot and consistently, probably right here. But if you don't land his 3, then he's probably down here. It's very, again, you're either good or you're bad with Spoon. The thing that makes Spoon really, really good, the thing that Spoon has is that he single-handedly may have the best ability in the game. His 2 teleport ability, super good ability. Because you down someone, you're in a chase. You down them, teleport, boom, next chase. Down them again, teleport, boom, next chase. It's just good map pressure, and he could take control of the game really, really quickly if you're good at chase. If you're not good at chase, and what makes someone good at chase? Basically, can you land his 3? If you do, then he's good at chase. If you don't, then he's alright. But, yeah, Spoon is complicated though. I would say he's right here. The Chinese players that I go against, I mean, some of them are good and some of them are bad. Again, you can't be in between. But the good ones that I've seen have they take control of the entire game very, very quickly with his 2. Again, his 2 is just super good snowball ability if you're ahead. But that's pretty much it, I guess. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. Alright, I guess that's pretty much it. Again, these 2 right here, you could say they're interchangeable, but you could say Devil and Spoon are also interchangeable in my opinion. But that's pretty much it for this killer tier list video. My next one will be on a survivor one, which will be much harder because, man, that's just like fucking 20-something survivors in the game right now. I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking, but that's it for today's video. Am I really missing anything else? I feel like I'm missing something. Nah, I think I'm fine. Anyways, guys, this is Don Quack here. Always and forever hating Spider's clone ability because I still do think it's the most bullshit shit in the game. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And once again, keep in mind that this is all my opinion. Alright? I'm nowhere near a perfect player. I am still learning. as time goes on, I will as time goes on, the tier list will change. I will learn more stuff and more counter stuff. But again, I'm still learning. But this is my opinion. But alright, well, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.